I got some things I just want to get off my chest really quickly about this stupid old episode. So let's talk about it.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am Black with another busy Blue recap and review. Today I'm recapping Love is Blind, Season 6, Episode 12. This is going to be an unpopular opinion video. When you come in here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell me that you're here. We're not going to be in here long because I'm really not going to go through the whole thing. One, Amy and Johnny get married. We all knew that was going to happen. Spoiler alert, nothing to see here. Was not excited about it. Secondly, let's start with Jimmy and Chelsea. I know that Chelsea's a lot to deal with, but Jimmy, you could have told her a long time ago. You could have told her a long time ago. My problem is all of these things that he was having issue with her. He knew that he was going to say no. So why drag that? My thing is the people who drag stuff along. Like, I know we're making a show here. I know that sometimes, you're scheduled to film. You got to get your stuff together. But you didn't have to drag her along. Why did they even go to Carowinds? They made they was making music playlists. They was doing all of this stuff. He wanted to pee. He didn't because he was the one who was telling her he didn't want it. Now, I know the girl is hard to deal with, and I get that. And I think that a lot of people see that she's hard to deal with. And even us, you're looking at the screen was like, he must really like her because there's no way you will go through with this stuff. He could have left episode 8 when he was like, you're clingy, you're trying to have sex with me too much, I'm getting annoyed by you. You could have left then. You could have left when she was like, I don't want you to keep talking to your friends, You could have left all of those times. But no, you came back. I'm fighting for you. I'm still here fighting for you. You did not want her. Now, Chelsea ain't no saint. God knows she ain't. And she needs a lot of help. And she always wanted to fight. And Brittany said, I think he wanted to have a moment. He wanted to have something. Oh, we're going to talk about somebody who wanted to have a moment. I'm so upset. And I've been listening to some of the reviewers, and I've been thinking to myself, I don't like that. And especially when it comes to, when we get to Clay and AD, I was listening to one person. I'm tired of this woman bashing thing, okay? And we're going to get into that. But Jimmy, you played in her face, and you made up reasons, and you made it up to the last day. And the thing is, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to take it back. I really think that there was some stuff. I don't want to say that Chelsea wasn't crazy and out of her mind and she wasn't doing too much, because I do believe that she was done. Like she was just like, she brought up fights, she talked through them. I feel like she is similar to me, where I'm going to bring up this argument now. I've gotten more mature, where I pick and choose what's making me upset and what's not making me upset, because I don't have time to deal with everything and every issue. And I think she's probably still in that phase where if I have a problem, I'm going to bring it up. And some people don't bring it up. Some people just let it rock, don't say nothing. We're just going to just not deal with it. Let's just move forward. And she's probably still in that mode where I didn't like that you let that dish out. I didn't like that you was calling this person. And what happened to that? And so then it's just so many issues, because she's always going to say she's going to advocate for herself. And some people pick and choose when they're going to advocate. Like, oh, they left the cap off, the toothpaste off. Like, is this something I'm going to nag about? Or is it going to come off naggy because I just told them yesterday that they left a plate in the sink, and the day before that they left a pillow on the floor, and the day before that they forgot to take out the trash? Then it becomes you want to tell your partner what's important to you, but then they start to feel like it's naggy. Like, oh my God, what did I do today? Even though they're like little small things. If y'all get what I'm saying. I feel like there's some stuff that was not being shown, because she had a lot. You don't have that much passion and fire about just these little small things. And then I really felt like some of the stuff Jimmy was using as a cop-out. Well, you talked about my friend's thing. Well, then if that was the thing, then you should have said that a long time ago. You brought up my deepest, darkest secret. Your deepest, darkest secret was how you was doing it with your friend. Your deepest, darkest secret. And what's the big deal? We not looking up that lady, and we really don't care. Like we really don't care. Nobody's looking up that lady. Nobody cares about what's going on with that lady. I don't get it. And I feel like he made the best decision for him. I don't like him dragging it out this way. I feel like when he saw Jessica, I think he made up his mind a long time ago, but then when he saw Jessica, he really made up his mind. So you going through all of this stuff, it's too much. And I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I felt like it was a cop-out. I felt like he dragged this woman along, and this is why she got all of these problems, because he played these games like this. That's what I see. That's what I feel. Unpopular opinion number 1. I don't know if it's unpopular opinion number 2, because y'all probably are happy for Amy and Johnny. Good for them. They found love. I love it. If they were the only couple who were going to go through this season and get married, don't y'all think that Netflix should have showed us a little bit more of them and make us fall in love with them? Because I couldn't fall in love with them. I didn't fall in love with them. They didn't give us enough scenes with them outside of who was going to get a vasectomy or get birth control. They didn't give us enough scenes for me to fall in love with them. I wanted to fall in love with them. And y'all didn't make me fall in love with them. And y'all knew they were the only ones who were going to get married. Next. And I'm going to say this, and I mean this. And I know y'all, Netflix, I know y'all definitely not listening to me with the views I get. Stop coming on, and y'all need to start vetting. Maybe that's why it is a little bit more secure to go on Married at First Sight. Okay? Stop getting on these shows where you are about to marry someone and then talk about you're not ready for marriage. If the premise of the show is for you to marry someone sight on scene, at first sight, in 90 days, if that's the premise, stop coming on these shows saying you're not ready to get married. And casting. Stop casting people on a show where you want to prove whether or not love is blind for them to get married at the end, and they don't want to get married. Clay, you need to get your behind beat immediately. For you to come through this experience every other day, because I was listening to this podcaster, right? And it was like, the person who really did it to themselves, it was AD. And I'm thinking, well, how did AD get into this? Because I think this is what is weird to me when some people who comment or review or whatever, watch the show, talk about it on Twitter, they're like, oh my God, they just wanted to get married. Isn't this the show? Like, isn't this the show? Like, what is what actually are you saying? I think that they were just in love with the idea of getting married, and that's why they came on the show so they can just get married. Duh. Like, that's what I'm here for. I'm so in love with the idea of getting married that I'll do it without even seeing them. Duh. So some people were like, "Oh my God, AD did this to himself because he kept telling her that he wasn't ready and he didn't want to get married." So no, yes, and I can hear you saying, I'm scared, because he did keep saying, it's a running joke. The boy kept saying, my daddy cheated on my mom, and my daddy cheated on my mom. I'm scared about cheating. I'm afraid about cheating. I'm really fearful. I really hope I make the best husband. That's not saying I don't want to get married at the end of this experience. Those are two different things. Now he did kind of, I'm gonna give him this little bit. He did tiptoe the line when he was like, well, what does it matter when we actually get married? The premise of the show. The premise of the show. That's the only time I'm gonna give him teeter-tottering on the line of telling AD that, look, maybe I don't want to marry you. That's the only one time that I'm gonna say that he made it seem like that. Out of the rest, he kept saying, and he even did it at the altar, like, you my teammate, you build me up, you give me, you got my back game time. Oh, you taught me so much stuff, you giving me all of this stuff. And then people want to blame AD and say, girl, you so stupid. You need to love for yourself. How did you not see? How did you? Okay, the man came on the show just like, what's horrible is if someone has pure intentions. I came on the show to find love, sight unseen. I wanted to get married at the end of this experience. And then you get a trash person, and then they blame you like, oh my God, you didn't see the signs that they wasn't ready to get married. How do I know that everybody on this show don't actually want to get married? And Clay, why would you sign up for a show in which you're supposed to get married on, and you are like, I'm not, it's not good for me to get married? Then why are you here? Why didn't you go on Too Hot to Handle or Love Island or go on Big Brother? Go on another show. Why are you on our TV screens on a television show where you're supposed to get married at the end, talking about it's irresponsible for me to get married? You're not that cute. A lot of podcasters think that you're gay. There's a whole Reddit thread about your sexuality. I don't think you ever liked her. You never talked about her, as a good wife and her quality. You only talked about her physicality. Why are you here? And Love is Blind producer people, are y'all excited about one marriage? One. Like, what did success look like to y'all? Y'all only had two people even get to the end. Y'all need to write some type of clause that y'all decide during the y'all decide at the altar, and then make sure that they're certified and they know what they're doing. Add a counselor in. Can we please just get one counselor? I mean, you have to do premarital counseling in a lot of places anyway. Can we get a premarital counselor? Like, are you trying to give? You can still have conflict and they can resolve the conflict with the counselors. And what you need to do is write in the clause for the next season. One, they get fined if they just leave the experiment early, because now they just coming just to be on television. Two, they have to do at least 2 counseling sessions before they can decide, I'm not going to the wedding. They have to do 3 counselor sessions in order to get to the wedding. No, I don't even want that clause. They have to do at least one counselor session. They can do as many if they want, you know, but they have to do at least one counselor session. If they decide that they don't want to do this anymore, they have to do 2. And then you go. But some of these people be like, yeah, she argued about toothpaste, can't do it. No. Like, what are you, what are we trying to do now? Y'all messing up this show like the people at Married at First Sight is doing to the show. And it's really not working for me anymore. And I got to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be invested next time. Because this season, it was no one to root for. It was barely anyone to root for. And I felt like I got invested in people and I learned their names. And then I felt like they were dropping like flies episode after episode. It seemed like I only was left with 3 people out of everybody that I even worked with. So then you learn the name, you learn the personality, they gone. Wreck-It Ralph was gone, Alex was gone like that. It just Kenneth was gone. It just the people kept dropping like flies. They was leaving. It started when they're in the pods. People was leaving the pods. Quickly after that. So fast. This season, this show has become cast me, let me come, and then I'm leaving. And y'all okay with that? Like, people are not even trying anymore. You're casting people who don't want to get married. You're letting people leave just willy-nilly anytime without any type of intervention, any type of assistance. Because if you could get married at the end of this, y'all even said yourself, y'all had counseling. Nick Lachey and whatever your wife's name is. Why are we not trying? Set these people up for success. If you want us to emulate this marriage after, is love blind and this is experiment and you also need to give some assistance. You can have drama and also help them. Let me see what the people saying. Period. I agree, Angela. He never liked to. I do agree. Haru said they want the ratings. They have to find way more than that than what they are doing. I feel like the show is responsible. Really, he should have married his friends with benefits first. To be honest, whatever her name is, it's like y'all not even helping. And now I'm becoming disinterested in the show because the first season, it was so magical because you had people trying and this friendship that they cultivated and trying to get together and live together. And now looking all the way down to season 6, you got people who stop talking immediately. And then 2 weeks later, another couple done. 2 weeks later, another couple done. 2 weeks later, another couple gone. It's become couple Survivor. Love is Blind Survivor Edition. Which couple will get married? Why? And when y'all start pulling that BS, oh, these people not coming to the reunion because y'all remember y'all let old girl who dated that guy with the keloids on his ear not come because they didn't want to face the heat because she started sleeping with him. What's the old boy's name? His name started with an M. Whatever his name was. And that Hispanic girl. And then she started dating that other spicy boy. Not dating even. Turned out being with each other. Y'all gonna pull that whole, we're not coming because of death threats and stuff like that. Oh, we're so scared. I think the only season where it was number 1. I love it. Oh, wait, I think this is the only season that was not number 1 consistently. Really, to be honest. No, not Uche. The light-skinned one with the eyes. Remember she left him? The Hispanic girl left him. She kept talking about family at home, Pete and the PM family at home. She got family at home. She didn't come, but she was dating that guy, and they sitting in a video or something like that, death threats. Who knows? I don't care. Either way, it's getting worser and worser, and I'm getting over it. Clay, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And Love is Blind production, you need to really start vetting. Yeah, Jackie and Marshall. Yep, it was Marshall. I knew his name started with an M. You need to really start vetting whom these people are before you put them on our television screens, because we're gonna start losing. We fell in love with the people as they fell in love in all of their love story. Now at this point, the drama is so just it's taken away from the show. I didn't even care about Ashley and Johnny at all. You make these bystanders the topic of discussion when the show is the premise of it is whether or not love is blind. So why are we not following the couples whose love is blind and how they make it to the altar? And yes, you can date someone sight unseen. Why are we focusing on the people who are not dating or not going to date each other sight unseen? They're not going to last sight unseen. It didn't make no sense. Shout out to Clay's mother. But also, the only person's fault that this is Clay's. I know his dad got trauma and everything else, and all of that stuff that y'all putting on AD, because she can find somebody to love her in her state. I don't think she's a bad woman. She wants to be wanted. Maybe she does. She definitely does need to work on her self-worth a little bit, but then there's somebody who can help her with that. Clay wasn't doing it. He just made her feel like she looked good. But you can be with somebody who can help you with your self-worth. Not that you can't do it yourself. Not that you can't do it yourself. But sometimes you can get into a relationship and you find somebody who makes you feel like, I am that girl. You are right. I am that girl. And I don't know why this whole time I wasn't feeling like it. But his help is way different. His help is way different. He got these past traumas. He thinks he's just going to be cheated. He's not forthcoming. He's dishonest. I can't tell you how many times was he talking to the camera. I don't love her. I wasn't ready. I'm not in love with her. And then he gets in front of her and he's like, I don't want to leave. I'm still going to be rocking with you. I'm still going to. You're a liar. You're dishonest and you're a liar. Now, whether or not y'all like AD, how she was acting never changed. But y'all saw that man get up on that camera after he said no and was like, I wasn't in love with her. Then he tried to call her broke. I don't know nothing about her. You didn't ask. Because you wasn't coming home at night. Even though you do boat renting, you do rental properties, and there's something else trading, all things that happen in the day. And then you didn't come home at night. Because you're working? What's that about? What is that about? Any of the work that you were saying that you need to work on and how you so scared and all of this stuff, and you trying to call her broken. I don't know what her finances were, and I'm not in love with her doing all this stuff. That's on you. Because you was barely putting in the time. And then you sat in that girl's face and looked at her and was like, oh, do I have to go? I love you. I'm just so, can I get a kiss? You're a liar. And I hope AD sees that. And I'm tired of y'all people on Twitter, y'all people who have these podcasts, y'all people who have these YouTube pages. Y'all need to get up and look in the mirror, because that man swindled her and he swindled us. Now, he did bring up that stuff a lot, but there are issues that you can be dating someone and they bring up stuff that they're scared and they're worried about. And as long as you're like, well, we got this, we can work through it, that's fine. You still stay with them. You don't think about it as, oh, did they about to break up with me? He played in her face, and hopefully they will both get therapy. Hopefully they both will. When she was getting up there, he's smiling and laughing and stuff, acting like this. Girl, you deserve better, AD. And Clay, go to hell. I know this is an unpopular opinion. I know the people are gonna be like, "Oh no, AD, you so dumb. I can't believe that. You dumb. You this, you that. You all up." Because it's so easy to tear down the black woman. Oh, I don't feel like Clay was forthcoming. Now we can sit here and we can say, well, he said it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yes. I also hope I don't get into a car accident. That don't mean I'm ready to get into one, and that don't mean I'm telling y'all that I'm about to get into one. Now, did he say it a little too much for comfort? Very much so. But he didn't say, he never made her feel like, I don't want to get married though. I just hope I don't do the wrong thing when we do get married. That's what I was hearing. I hope I don't cheat. 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 I hope I do it right. I hope I do it right. And you could be scared. People be sweating bullets up to the altar. Be scared. But if you love somebody, you're gonna go. And thank you for being honest with me. I can't believe this man. And I can't believe some of y'all. Do better. Love is blind, people. Let me get out of here because I don't know, it's Wednesday, so I think that we got a show that comes on today. I don't know what days any of the shows come on. I think Abbott Elementary come on today. Who knows? Y'all, how did y'all feel about this? This was supposed to be a really quick 10-minute review, but it turned, I don't know how to shut up when I get going. How did y'all feel about this? I'm upset about it. It made me really, really upset. He was always saying to AC what he would do for him. AD would do for him and not what he would do for her. That's true. And he helped boost his confidence in his number. I hope people are dragging him. He thought this was a telenovela. I don't want to go. Okay. Please. Love you. Well, like, what are you doing? Get out of here. Leave the room. Immediately. Go ahead and log out for me, sweetie. Clay, go ahead and log out for me. Immediately. Go ahead and log out for me. Handle your computer. Give us your badge. Immediately. What y'all felt about this episode? Tell me. Put it in the comments. Let me know if I'm overreacting. If y'all see what I'm saying about the Clay stuff. I mean, how did y'all feel about the Jamie stuff? Who did y'all care about Amy and Johnny? If y'all want to know more about me and everything stuff, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this is definitely streaming right now. I'm about to go get busy and relax. I'm gonna do some work too. I had 800 emails when I got back from my vacation. 800. I was about to say it ain't that much stuff going on in the world, but it actually is. So I've been trying to rest and relax because next week I gotta start going back into the office again. Oh, I'm about to go get busy, and you all stay busy. Happy hump day. On. Till next time.